Hi, my name is Sarika Coleman, and today I would like to sum up what we've learned about communicating with Japanese businessmen. The point is that every culture is different. Unless we go out and research and understand the norms and the protocol other cultures undergo on a day-to-day basis, we are destined to fail. We are used to a lot of things in the United States that are not the same in Japan. So how you present yourself is definitely of high volume in the business world. That first impression that you give is everything. That first impression could be if this Japanese businessman is even going to finish talking to you. It could be by your body language. It could either be by your eye contact. It can be by so many different things. But it's important that we learn their culture so we can bring that to the table when we are in meetings and when we are visiting for business relations with these people. So some of the things we covered today was nonverbal and verbal communication, such as eye contact. We also talked about gestures, as well as the Japanese businessmen norms, more so on how they act and their actions on a day-to-day basis, as well as their eye contact, the norms for their eye contact, and as well gestures that they may be offended by that we are used to in America. Another thing that we did cover was to ensure that we keep harmony and politeness during whether it's a visit or a meeting when we are interacting with Japanese businessmen. That is one of their top priorities, and it could definitely be a deal breaker when we are trying to discuss business transactions. The overall understanding for this is just to know that all cultures are different, as I mentioned earlier, and we must study and understand them before we go and try and engage in business meetings or whatever the cost may be. These businessmen make an effort day to day to keep up with the social norms that they're used to. They may not be used to what we are used to, but this is what they do on a day-to-day basis. We are coming to them, we're requesting something from them, or we're trying to make business transactions with them. So we must come with respect, we must come professional. Otherwise, like I said, it could definitely be a deal breaker, and that's not what we want. Also, they base their decisions on trust, their intuition, as well as just gut instincts. They also analyze a lot, mainly because they want to make sure they're not going to make a mistake when they make these big important decisions. And that's just how they are in their culture, and that's something that we must be understanding to, and we must also come forward and understand. Also, we got to be mindful that all different cultures have different protocol. The last thing we want to do is to do anything that may hinder our business transaction with them. The last thing we want is to make someone feel offended when we may have thought it wasn't a big deal because this is what we usually do in America. Unfortunately, maybe that's not how they look at it in Japan. So we must be careful when we are communicating with these people and trying to get a successful business action out of the whole meeting or visit, whatever they may be. Businessmen from other cultures are definitely understanding. They know that it is not what they are used to, just as us. If I was to go to Japan and try and do a business transaction in Japan with someone, we're all aware that it's not what we do, but we know what we're trying to get, and we know that we need to understand that culture, and we need to stay as professional and as humble as possible. Today, again, my name is Sarika Coleman, and today I have presented to you Learning Team B's problem solving on Japan. Thank you.